Hey guys, welcome. I know this isn't something you've usually seen. I mean, actually, I've never uploaded anything from my PC before. But I am hopefully going to continue uploading through the PC. Uh, Probably more later on. It'll be stronger games. Not stronger games. What's the word? It'll be stronger. Like I'll have a stronger computer and I'll be able to play with better graphics. But this computer that I'm using has better performance, so I don't see as much performance issues as I do on my other computers. That's why I'm using this to record, even though the graphics aren't as good. But today I'm going to be showing you guys one of my PC games that I really enjoy playing, and I always think is a challenge to play. It's a pretty good game, in all honesty. Most people who play these series of games called Total War agree that this is probably one of the best in the last 10 years. But um, I'm gonna be showing you. I'm gonna be starting this let's play. Uh, it should be about 20 minutes, 25, depends what I cut out in editing, but we'll see. I hope you do like this. This is a game that I really enjoy playing, and I'll explain more about the game later on. Later I go on. But let me give you some rundowns. There's three campaigns. There's the base game. This is called an expansion. This is Fall of the Samurai, which is a little bit more modern than Shogun. This is like 400 years ago. This is only about 2 to 300, I believe. No, like 160, I think, years ago. Anyways, and we're gonna be playing, and I'm gonna be making three campaigns of this, not at the same time. I'm gonna do one at a time because I can't go like that. I'm very what do you call it? I can't multitask campaigns. That's not something I'm skilled enough to do because I'd have to remember a lot of decisions I make, and that's not easy. But to begin, I'm gonna show you the map. Well, not the map, but the choosing your nation screen. And so these are the nations you choose. This is the shogunate and the imperials. It's basically a civil war that's going on. You'll see later on during the campaign. Uh, I'm gonna be playing as the Choshu. This, in all honesty, I have not played as this group before. This clan. I've never played as this clan before. This one and this clan, the Nagoka. These are the two clans I've never played, and so these are the two clans that I'm gonna be playing. So, but first, we're gonna do Choshu, because I more enjoy playing as the Imperials rather than the Shogunate. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing on hard difficulty because I like challenge, and I realize I'm a little bit too good at this game on normal. So we're gonna be doing that. I don't know if we're gonna do a short campaign. I think yeah, we're gonna be doing a short campaign because since we're for the two campaigns, you'll see later on with me. I'll explain later on when the game explains it, but there's gonna be three campaigns because there's three ways of beating this game. So you'll see. So let's begin, and I'm going to shut up so you can watch this cinematic.
Choshu domain, descended from the once great Mori clan. Our family has suffered under the Tokugawa shogunate for our opposition during the Sengoku Jidai. Now, the very same shogunate has been manipulated by Western powers. For the good of all Japan, we must ensure that power is restored to the emperor. Our first priority should be to strengthen ties with domains who share our view. We can expect support from the imperialist domains to the west. But here on the mainland, we will face strong opposition from shogunate loyalists. Imperialist control of Kyoto and Edo is vital if we are to wrest power from the shogunate. And so we should march eastward, crushing all who stand in our way. When full-scale war finally erupts between imperial and shogunate forces, the people of Kyushu will be at the vanguard. leading Japan into a bright and glorious future. Long live the Emperor!
All right.
The Boshin War is a conflict between
So, this is the beginning of the campaign. Give me a second. Let me just bring that up just a little bit. Okay. So, welcome. This is the Choshu campaign. And, to start off with, basically, the Boshin War is basically another civil war, because Japan had a civil war 200 years prior called the Sengoku Jidai. But I'll explain that probably in a couple more months in another campaign. Not in this expansion campaigns, but when I play the base game. But to start off with, we're playing as the Choshu. Basically, to explain this game a little bit more, there's these tabs here where you manage your clan. There's your technology tree, and the first one we're gonna go for is actually no, this one. Pushing down to here is important. I'll explain the technology when we get it and see it, because there's certain ways of doing it. Here's our diplomacy screen. Looks like we can make a friend here, or a short-term friend. Because if you see here, they're shogunate while we're imperials, so we're gonna have to kill them later on. But money's more important, just like in real life. So this is our army, and we're gonna see who's leading it. So we have, I believe, this is one of our generals is leading it, and our son is only 9 years old. So we're going to adopt this general, just to increase his loyalty, as well as to have someone who's more, what do you call it? Because by the end of this game, he's not going to be old enough to be a general. So it doesn't matter what we do with him. He's basically useless at this point. So this is our family tree for now, where we just adopted him and now he's our heir. It's not that important as long as our main general doesn't die, but now that he is leading, or not leading, but now that he's our heir, he's gonna be someone that's very important for future time. This is your construction screen. This is where you can build stuff, build your economy, all that nice stuff. This is the tab for your town that you're controlling. It tells you whether people are happy or not, how much money you're making, and yeah, and its worth. And each building kind of builds up your worth. So we're gonna use our money to pay for a port, more farms, and a town. You'll see later on as I explain more. And yeah, let's go for a clay kin. Now we only have 700 koku, which is a currency. So we're gonna, this is an Ishin Shishi, sorry. They basically help out in the province. For example, if we go here and click on here, you'll see that now their sentiment is growing for being pro-emperor because he's in the province. This is a good way to like crush your enemies, because you can get their people upset and you can just basically start inciting revolts, and that just makes them lose so much money. And sometimes if you have friends, like I'm a little bit of a not a bully, but like I'm someone that wants land. So if I see that the province is undefended, what I'll try and do is piss off their people and then try and incite a revolt amongst them, so that I can take that province over without going to war with them, and they won't get upset at me, because they really can't. So first we're gonna move in here. This is a gunboat. They're basically useless, and we're gonna use, but they are good at one thing, and that's making your enemy lives harder. So now their income is gonna be dropping from that. But yeah, this recruitment screen is where you get troops. That's basically it for that. for now. Tax screen, you're not gonna see this much unless we're really low on money, and I'll just bump up taxes just to get some quick cash. And yeah, this is your end turn screen. So, if for me to explain this whole campaign, the whole process, I'm gonna be making it so that we're gonna be putting the emperor on the throne, basically, or putting him in power. That's the whole purpose for this campaign. And then the next one, we're gonna be trying to keep the shogun in power, because I don't know. I've actually never done either of those. I've always gone for the third option because it's more of a challenge, and it's more aligned with my ideals, and also it's more fun to just conquer everyone than to just like be like, oh, I have to be friends with this person or not. But yeah. So our turn is over. We're gonna be using this instant shishi to piss off the people of Suho, so we can capture. Then after that, this is Hiroshima, right? Yeah. After that, we're probably gonna become friends with Hiroshima and take over Suwano. That's gonna be the first maybe 15 to 30 turns that we're gonna do. So yeah, let's get ready. I'm hoping to also do other games too that I have on my computer, but I need to test the performance first because there are certain certain games where I already have pretty bad performance, and it'll get worse if I'm also recording. Because usually, I don't know if you can see up here, this is my frames per second. My frames per second is usually a lot higher than this when I'm not recording. The recording usually drops.
What is your bidding?
Ooh, what is he doing? Interesting. So we can do something very risky, and it might work, but I'm not 100% sure. Putting your army in these forests gives you ambushes, and if you can convince them to try and attack us, that would be cool, but they're probably not because they don't have enough troops. They have 4 units. How big is my army? Yeah, we're gonna have to build up our army just a little bit more. So I'm gonna get rid of this unit. I'm gonna send it back to Nagato so that it can be a garrison unit. Something you can do with these ships, you see this like yellow bar over here, or not bar, like asterisks. That's how far you can shoot with your navy, because you can use your ship's guns to fight in battles and to also like damage places. So we're gonna do that, and we actually killed some people. This is good because that gives us more leeway against them, and it just makes it more expensive because those troops that we killed are samurai troops. I think it's these ones right here. Yeah, which makes it harder for them to fight. So we're gonna move our instant shishi a little bit more forward through this province. Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna go for the next turn. So the beginning of most Total War campaigns is always very quick because you don't have any money. Or you, not that you don't have any money, but like you sometimes start off with an enemy, sometimes you don't. You just have to build up your economy and your army to start off with because no one has a really big starting army in the game. And so the goal is to build a really strong one. So we're gonna do it again. And we killed some of his bodyguard units. So this is this is Hiroshima. That's not important for a while. Let's see, are the people upset yet? Let's check on them. Ooh. They are a little bit, it's growing slowly, but it's growing nonetheless. And so this is a railway station, or well, right now it's a telegraph office, but there's a technology. I think it's this one, or is it? Yeah, this one. You can see it. It gives you a railway station, and that's very overpowered in the mid to late game, because you can go from like over here at the bottom of Honshu, which is the main island, all the way to, let's say, over here in like 2 turns with the trains. But if you did that walking, it'll take like 13 or 14 turns. I wish there were trains down here, but there aren't because the game sucks. They don't want to do that. But it's whatever. You learn to deal with it. Okay, so our army is growing fairly large right currently. We have 5-4, right? No, 4-4, which is 8 units. And then including our general, which makes it 9. I think we're gonna get one more gun unit. Let's get some Shogun loyalists. Not Imperial loyalists. Jesus Christ. The difference between them, well, these guys are more expensive, but if you see over here, there's stats for each one. Like, these guys are babies, and if they get charged, they're gone. They suck at fighting, they suck at charging, they have crappy armor, their range is meh, and they kind of suck at reloading, and they can't hit a tree from like 10 feet away. But these guys are a lot better, but are a lot more expensive. Their morale is a lot higher. They can fight a little bit better. Their armor is still crap, but they can reload. They know how to do that, and their accuracy is a lot better, almost like 10 times, like almost plus 10 for them. So you'll see when we fight this clan, you'll see what I mean by how much of a difference both are. You're gonna see me betray a lot of people if I want to expand or if they have territory that I need. And you may think, why do you need territory if you're already big, right? Later on. Well, let me give you an example. You see this? This is a resource. That's iron. Iron's very important because iron allows you to build up this, a blacksmith. And what blacksmiths give you is, I think, the highest thing you can get with just a blacksmith is like plus 20, like altogether it's like plus 5 plus 10. So it's plus 15. Yeah, you can get plus 15 accuracy. So let's say we recruit this unit. This is a line infantry unit. Their accuracy will go up to about 50. And then you can get more with some technologies like right here. Where is it? Here. This training camp gives you more accuracies. You'll see later on, the later we get into the game, like how powerful having that is. Can we attack? No. We're gonna wait till the spring. We're gonna move up just a little bit, and then
What would you have me do?
they're not gonna assassinate anyone, but we're gonna keep hitting them, and we get nothing this time. Is anything done being built? Nope. We're gonna have to wait. Next turn, we'll get a big boost to the economy. You see this over here, that the Koku there, the green arrow pointing up. You're gonna see that skyrocket next turn when everything is done. Also, there's seasons in this game, and so each season gives you some buffs and some debuffs. For example, winter sucks, like in the game. Personally, in real life, I prefer winter over summer. But here, it sucks because you get like a lot of debuffs. But spring is one of the best because it keeps your people happy and it's good for conquering people. So, we're gonna try this again. We killed some spear levy.
What is your bidding?
It's not enough. Oh, they're happy now. It's BS. Whatever. But they're slowly becoming more pro-imperial. So what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna attack him. He's gonna run away. I don't know. Can he reinforce? Yes, he can. Can you reach him? You cannot. No, this is a risk. So we're going to break the siege. But I don't know what to do now. Crap. You'll see what I mean, because fighting a siege battle is just not fun. What I wanted to do was fight them, not the castle. We're gonna try and assassinate their. Oh, we did. So we attacked their general. Is there any unit that can? Can this guy? Okay, we're gonna do this, and that didn't work.
Yes, my lord.
But now that he's farther away, we can just take this castle a lot quicker. Now I'm not gonna attack it this turn. Oh, I should actually. Yeah, we're gonna take it over. I don't know how this worked, and I don't know how that's sieging when he's facing the wrong way. But taking this over, this should be a quick and easy. The reason why I wasn't gonna play it, cause it's a mess to say the least, fighting in a siege. Because the thing with sieges is that how do I explain this? Like fighting in a castle, the castle units, the castle garrison are very like they're gonna fight to the death. So you have to kill every single one of them, or you have to capture certain parts of the castle. But still, you'll end up losing a lot of troops. That's why I tend to not like attacking in a castle siege. But we'll see what happens later on. If they attack us, or if they don't. We're gonna go and attack them. Hopefully next turn we can afford to. It's gonna take a bit, but that's fine. But yeah, you see here the economy of the area just grew by over like what? It's almost 1,000. That yeah, so it's about 800. That was 800 koku extra. We're gonna earn later on, and we're gonna put this with no taxes just so the loss is less, and also the people are a lot happier with us around. And we're gonna put him in there so that we can make people happier. And each what do you call it? Each unit or agent and general can be upgraded when they earn XP. So it's easier to, not easier, but like there's a lot of buffs you can get from leveling up. But if they die, it's gonna hurt you a lot if they die. So that's why you gotta be careful with what they do. Later on, you'll see later on in the campaign, you'll see us probably getting completely murdered sometimes, because it happens, especially on this difficulty. Those assholes attacked our farm. Well, their farm, but I took it over. But they're close by, so maybe we can kill them. Let's try it. Nah, they run away with hose. But this time, they're not gonna run away. There's nowhere to go. And you see here, this is our ships coming in to support us. So yeah, we're gonna fight this. Wait, whoa, why does it do that all the time? That's so annoying. I don't want it to drop in battles. I don't know why that's an option right now. But whatever. Oh, we have a hill? Well, it's not really a hill. It's like a little bit more. But yeah, before a match, you get to see the terrain. So this is the map you're gonna be on. And this is a mountain. We're probably never gonna use it. But there's also weather to worry about. Sometimes you'll see the enemy AI put on, like, use weather to their advantage to hurt our chances. And sometimes you'll see me do the same thing, because it's just strategy. But dry weather doesn't do anything. It's usually the best one to have, especially with the army type we have. So this is our fighting stage. Yeah. So usually you see this big red area, that's their land, or not their land. That's the deployment zone, and the big yellow one is ours. Because before each battle, you have a chance to deploy your units. And right now, it's like, if you notice, it's very like rocky and hilly, like over here. Or best example, right here. Like, you can't have your troops like that, because they'll be blocked by the ground and they can get easily outnumbered if you're not careful. But I'm trying to find some good ground to fight on, and this looks like it's good. So we're going to push your units like this. We want to make sure there's no de-elevation, like they can see in front of them. Because if they can't fire against anyone that's charging in front of them. And you're gonna see with the reason why I have this many like traditional units, like units with swords and spears, is because these units with guns, like you can see here, suck at fighting hand-to-hand combat. And the AI loves charging you because that's the best tactic they have. And it's not their fault. It's just the way they're programmed. But this is why you need these spear units or these melee units, because, for example, if you have cavalry coming in on your flank, you need to use these yariki or yarikachi, these spear samurai, to counter these cavalry, because the cavalry will basically fuck these guys up. They will destroy them in about 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. But soon you're gonna see why guns are very overpowered. So they're not moving. They're gonna move later on because we have more troops and also we have cannons. So we'll just wait here and I'll explain a little bit more. So if we look at the way they're set up, what they have is a crappy gun unit, which is the Mashlokachi, which is basically they use older guns and older weapons, which suck compared to the newer weapons. Like this levy infantry, they suck, but they're better than this group. Like these guys are basically useless, in all honesty, because they can't handle fighting a gunfight against any of these units, and they suck at melee. They're worse than these yariki. Oh, so we're gonna be playing some chicken with them, just in case they want to move out of the way. We're gonna put it just in front of them, and if you see here, we have to wait about 11 seconds till impact. Now the AI can see you doing this. Like they see that and they're like, oh crap, we're gonna all blow up. So that it depends on how they react as to whether we're gonna get any hits. But if we do get 1 or 2 hits, that's probably gonna make them not make them, what is it? We're probably gonna get them to move. They're still in the range, by the way, here. Like you see right there, that's 1 hit. Completely annihilated this unit. And if they don't move, we might have to charge. It's gonna suck. But yeah, we've already killed like about 50 of them. Alright, these guys want to be hoes. Alright. This is what we're gonna do. The way it's set up, we're gonna push all the way to before the hill. So that, because I want to try and move up these... Wait, no, they're on the right. Okay, well, I'm gonna try and push up these 2 units. And push them over here. So they can have that aerial view and always be hitting them. And then move these troops, this half of the front line, over here. So they can also fire against them. And it'll basically stretch them out. And when you're fighting against a smaller army, it's always good to try and stretch them out and overstretch them, because if they get overstretched, there will be pockets in the line and you can exploit those. So while we wait for our units to move, I don't know if I want to make them run. I might. Yeah, because I want to get there quickly. It's good exercise. But you'll see what I mean, what I'm gonna do. You'll see what I'm trying to do when I move my units when they get there. Because I don't want to keep them there, because if you see here, they can't see anything. They'll be getting charged and they're like, what's going on? So let's hurry this up. Okay, so we're gonna move these 4 units first, not this one. we're gonna move these 4 over here. Because right here is a small, tiny hill. Right before anything else. So we're gonna... Oh, I forgot. I have them in Neo Fire. Shit. So we're gonna do this. I think that's a good idea, right? No, it's not. We're gonna have to push them up a little bit further. This is probably gonna be our best bet. This. And I want them to walk because I want these spear infantry to move with them too. Just in case. Now we're gonna move these 2 with the line, but more up on the hill. Because we want them to have the advantage of... the hill advantage. Sucks. This unit's gonna get screwed over. So we'll probably have to move them over here. They'll be good for anyone who's running away. So we're gonna move these spears over here with them, and these spear units over here. And to scare them more, I'm gonna drop one right in their center. And they're gonna run. You'll see, like, I was hoping this would be them attacking more than anything else, because I'm a better defender than an attacker, but I know how to attack positions, so don't think I suck at this. Oh shoot. I'll probably end the video after this battle, because I always want to do a battle in the first video. It's usually the more entertaining parts. Ah, they just got away, but we hit their levy infantry, which is good, because it gives them less spear units. I mean, gun units. So they've currently lost about 100 soldiers at this point. Okay, so these guys are ready. So I'm going to move them up. How are we gonna do this? Okay, actually, we're going to move these guys up here. Like this. So then we can push these guys along this line, having them finally line up with each other. So then we're gonna be able to shoot them now, soon, in a bit. Is anyone reaching their line? No. Okay. So we're gonna move up again. This time, if I keep moving these guys up, it's gonna be hard. Cause you see here, like, it's very hilly. Our best bet is to move them up here, but that'll get them really close. So we have to be careful with that. So now that everyone is in their positions, we're going to move up here. But we need to have the Yariki there before they do. So we're gonna walk these guys, move these guys up. Oh, hold up. They're moving up. They're moving up. You see that here. And I'm gonna move them back now. And you see them firing now. And we're only hitting a few. But we're gonna put them in Neo Fire so there's more guns shooting at that point. When they cross over that hill, that's gonna be important. I don't have... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Having them fire on them is very important. Can they reach them? No. Okay. So, we're going to move these two up. This one is going to move up with this unit. Sorry they sound like cannons. They're not supposed to, but it's just audio errors from the creators. So we're gonna move this unit first, so they get a head start, and then we're going to move the unit here. So anyone that wants to charge, they're gonna get crushed. Pushing these guys up is important. So with this firefight, as you can see, these guys are getting crushed because they can't handle it. they don't shoot fast enough, and their accuracy isn't as strong as these guys. So we're going to push these guys. Oh, they're starting to charge us. So we're gonna put these guys in real fire. We gotta be careful with this Yarikachi because they're very powerful. So I'm gonna start charging right now, just before they reach the line, because we don't want them to kill our infantry. Okay, and so we have these idiots trying to cross the line, and they're getting crushed. As you can see here, if you watch it, if you look at it from a higher vantage, you can see like what I'm trying to do. I'm basically trying to close off their exits, and that's the whole point. Now, just might as well just charge them. I'm gonna try and bring the Yariki up here so they can charge as well. Okay. So now that we're charging through here, you're gonna see these guys mop them up. And right now we're gonna try and get the Yarikachi to charge so we can wipe out these units because we don't want any more of them to go around. No, we're gonna continue because we want to kill as many of them as possible, because if you leave some alive, they're gonna be more. They're gonna stay around. But yeah, we didn't take many casualties except for this unit, which makes sense because they ran through. And we're getting shot at from behind by our units. Yeah, these kids did pretty good. I mean, none of them got more than like a couple dozen kills. That sucks. I mean, these guys, where are they? I just saw that. Yeah, these guys got 50. But you're gonna see these guys rack up kills like this unit has almost 130. They reached 9. Hopefully they reach them. Because we want to get rid of this unit. This unit's dangerous. These guys are almost dying for the most part. Because I'm trying to get rid of them as quickly as possible. Not quickly, but like, just trying to get rid of them in general. Because if they're around, they'll attack any of our construction sites that we have, like you saw earlier when they raided our farms. This is what you want to do with rebels and basically any army, because you don't want to leave too many alive. Because if you leave any alive, they'll stay around. So, check it over. So, yeah, this red line of death over here, well, it's not of death, but it's basically the end of the map. You can't put any troops past it, and they can't put any troops past it. The only way for these soldiers to get past it is if they're routing, because they want to get out of the battlefield, because it'll keep them alive. This unit's we're gonna see it again later, the spear levy. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna reach them. Maybe when we get this, and like, no, we're not. I don't think so. Anyways, let's see. Maybe. Nope, we're not. Alright. And that's the first battle of our campaign. You're gonna see a lot bigger ones with more chaos and death. Like, this is a pretty small one in all honesty. But I really wanted to show you guys a battle. And we're gonna go and finish them off. With a lot of results this time. Getting rid of them was very important because we don't want them destroying the infrastructure of the area. And if we look at this, the people aren't upset. Because of the fact that we had our Inshin Shishi beforehand, they were already mostly, like for some part, pro-Emperor. So now we don't have to deal with fallout of dealing with that. Yeah, we'll buy that. Getting more ports is always a good thing. And since we connected with a friend, it's always good to trade.
I will.
It's more money. This is the saga. We're gonna try and trade with them as well.
I
And they
will
want
listen
to.
attentively.
Nice. And so now we have those trade agreements, and we've met a new clan. This is Hirado. Are they Shogunate? They're Imperial. Why does everyone hate them? I don't know what they did. But yeah, so this is the end of the campaign. This is the end of part 1. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Part 2 will probably come out in the next couple of days. So be on the lookout for that. Like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys later. Take care.